Hey zombies, welcome back to Working Draft. I am currently on my airship, but I'm not going to be for very long. I kind of run out of glass, like severely run out of glass, you know, no glass left. So what I did, I remember somebody telling me, let's put it like that, that the pulverizer, if you put cobblestone in it, it turns into sand, and it does. So yeah, I'm actually getting a whole load of sand. I think I'm going to turn this engine off for now. In fact, I need to take those engines away. In fact, I need to take all the engines away. I did kind of... oh no, I'm going to leave that one at the bottom there, and I'm going to take these ones. Okay, that'll do. Yes, so I've been busy creating stuff that I am going to need for the next adventure. I'm going to leave my shears here. I've got potatoes from Joe, so I'll leave those here. Coal. What's my backpack looking like? It's going to need a charge before we go. I will talk through what's going on before we leave. I can leave the stick here. I want the gold pipes. I've got wooden pipes back at the base. Tin, refined iron. Refined iron can stay because refined iron isn't required. Okay, this, I was sort of planning out how we're going to do, well, how I'm going to do the combustion engines down in that. I am going to use them to first run the refinery, and then to run quarries once I've got enough fuel. So what's going to happen is they're going to be laid out like this. There's going to be water coming in here and fuel coming in here. It is possible to run combustion engines without cooling, but it requires a knowledge of redstone I don't have. I might ask Doc to help me at some point, but not today. So let's take all this stuff back, and let's head back to our base once my backpack is fueled, and I will see you there. This is all, by the way, gold conductive pipe, if you're not sure, which is basically gold pipe and redstone, basically. So I will see you back at base. Right, back at the energy hub. Redstone engines are over there. Okay, let's go down into the little thing. Right, I wanted to do reinforced glass and reinforced, where did I put the pipes? Reinforced stuff. Right, since I don't want a massive crater and it's not going to be huge, we can put reinforced stone on the bottom. Actually, I don't mind if it blasts out the bottom, really. I can always fix that. But if it blasts out the sides and above, that's going to be an issue. So that's really what's going to be the issue. Okay, let's start by making some reinforced gubbins. Yes, gubbins is a word. Deal with it. Whoa, lag is also the word. Okay, so no, that's rin. Okay, so first things first, we want to make reinforced stone, and I want to make a couple of those. So bush, and then stone all around it. You can also make laser from this plating. Right, so I've got reinforced stone. Now, if I put one right underneath each of the, okay, so that's where my combustion engines are going to run. Right, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so my combustion engines run there, and they are going to need to have some kind of signal. Actually, how easy is it to get this stuff back? Oh, it's going to be one of those ones that takes flipping forever. Okay, let's see if it actually gives me back reinforced or just regular. Right, actually does give me back reinforced, so I can actually pick this up and rearrange it if it's not to my liking. Okay, right. So these are going to require a redstone signal. Let's have a look. Will that cause it to work? I don't know. I'm going to need a... Okay, let's get a bucket of fuel in one of them and see if it works. Where's my bucket? I had a bucket. Did I not bring a bucket? Okay, well that was an oversight. Bucket. Okay, so bucket. So first things first, grab some fuel. Now it does take a while for these things to warm up, so if I put the oil bucket in there, I am going to need to use that eventually, but so if this now let's put it in a I want a wooden conductive pipe, I think, to get that energy out. So wooden conductive pipe is a wood pipe. Oh, I've got one. Wood pipe with redstone, that'll do. Right, so it's got oil in it. And conductive pipe. And gold pipe. Okay. Okay, so that actually starts it working. Right, and you can see it's actually pushing energy out, but it will stop now. Okay, so that's the start. So I'm going to need I'm going to need to have that as the layout, really, aren't I? I am going to want well, I'm going to want to have and like so, and I'm going to want to have a switch, I think. Okay, and I'm going to want to have pipes. Right, so I'm going to need to have one that comes from the top. So stone waterproof. All right, I'm going to have one that comes from the back, and this one is going to be the right, let's take these off and replace them elsewhere where it's going to be usefuler. Yes, useful as a word now. Right, so back here I'm going to want the water pipes. Right, the water pipes come in here, and they're going to have to actually run from behind. I didn't actually mean it like that, but noted. I'm going to have to block off this water channel. Right, so in order for the... Actually, it might be an idea to get that started running from there. Okay, so... I could probably use this. I actually have brought a pump with me. So if I put it there you go, it's got its thing coming out. And if it should, words, I should be able to just bring this back here. Okay, so I have two engines, one here and one here, and those could probably start by pumping out already, like so. Okay, and that should start actually filling up the engines. So these need to be water cooled, so we're going to fill up the engines here. I also want pipes here also going upwards. Up. Or should I just make them come out and up? I'm pretty sure this one doesn't actually matter where it goes. Where is... Right. Well, the energy wants to come up directly underneath the... Or maybe I should just... my brain's now decided to work. That's you. Okay, I need to basically be pumping out fuel from these pipes to get it ready. Come on. Are you actually pumping anything? Would be nice to see. Does it? Hello? Okay. Easiest way to work is if they have water in them to figure out if the pumping system's working. No, don't do that. Do you have water in it? Yeah, it has a bit of water in it. Okay. I'm going to need more redstone engines. I'm going to need a lot more redstone engines now I think about it. Anyway, so the electricity is going to come out. Okay, so there's the water coming in now. You can just about see it. The energy needs to come out at a certain place. I also want the energy... Okay, I am going to figure out how I want to set this up and then I'm going to show you and I'll be right back. As always, a visit from Mango. Yeah, what I'm trying to do here is get these all pumping out of the same direction that I want them to, which if I do... No! Oh, no, that's what I want. I want that one out first. And then these two out. And then this needs to go out the back. Or maybe it needs to go out the front. I don't know. No, fuck it. It goes out the back. And I need more stone pipes. Okay, that's the next job. Right, so it's sort of done. The fuel from over there comes into here. It all gets pumped into the refinery. This pumps it out of the refinery. The refinery then pumps it downstairs, down through here. So this is the fuel oil that gets put into these ones, and these ones use it and create energy which goes up and powers the refinery or a quarry if I've got enough fuel. And this pump over here is currently powered by a switch, but that's going to have to be sorted. And this one is going to have to power the refinery. So if I stick a lever here, no, can't stick. Right, so that one is now making energy. Right, this is using the oil. I don't think this is using anything because there's no oil in it yet. So this is going to make the oil. The oil, that should then power on this. Oh, lag. Should then power on this. Yeah, it's not, and it's making oil. Okay, and that oil should then be pumped down through this tube, down here. Oh God, there's two of you. Bollocks. Fuck. I always die to creepers, and I left that door open. Okay, that's okay. It doesn't grief. I need to get something like a quantum suit or something. Yeah, so it pumps its fuel down there. The fuel gets pumped into the engines, and we'll know if there's So this fuel gets pumped out of here, of the fuel tanks. It goes down here. So, you see the fuel's coming down here, and eventually it should be stuck in one of these two engines, which should then, see, that fuel is then going into this engine, which is now starting it to work, which will make more energy, which means this thing up here will run faster and produce more energy to make this thing run faster and to produce more fuel. And we're done.